What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's an overcast Wednesday evening here in Findlay, Ohio. I'm hanging out in the beer shed, getting ready to try a new beer. As it's Wednesday, this is a WTF Wednesday, so you know we'll be trying something a little bit different. For those of you that may be new to the program, WTF Wednesday is when I try a beer that I generally wouldn't on the show. So sometimes this means beers from the macro producers, malt liquor, or sometimes stuff from microbreweries. Maybe it's just a little bit of an odd taste or a strange style of beer. So the one I have today is called Watermelon Spritz. I was over at one of my favorite little takeout spots called Kibbee's on the way home from work, and they had mixed six packs. And I saw this, and initially I wasn't sure what it was. I thought maybe that it was a seltzer, so I wasn't going to buy it. But then I figured, what the heck, I'll give it a shot. And when I came home, I looked it up on Untappd, and it had it listed as a fruit beer, so it's not a seltzer, sort of. If you look at the can, I guess it was on the website, actually, not the can. It says it's 1 part seltzer, 1 part sparkling ale, and 1 part watermelon. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. I think I've had one seltzer ever, the alcohol seltzer. I've had one ever, and it was all right. It wasn't something I really liked. So I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to work out. I guess it's effectively like a shandy if you take, 1 part beer, mix it with, I don't know if it's watermelon juice or watermelon what. I mean, if it's 1 part watermelon. And then obviously you have the seltzer as this kind of soda part or the lemonade part. You'd have on a shandy. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting. I'm not a huge watermelon fan, not a huge seltzer fan, but we'll give it a shot. It's from New Holland Brewing. They're out of Holland, Michigan. It's a really good brewery. I've had a number of their beers over the years. They're kind of famous for dragon's milk and all the different varieties, although they do have all kinds of stuff. They're not a one-trick pony here. They do brown ale, stouts, IPAs, everything else. So, I think if New Holland's behind it, at least hopefully it's the good old college effort here. Hopefully I'll like it, but it's 4.3% ABV. As far as ratings on Untappd, it had 3.28. I think there's only a couple hundred, so it must be relatively new. On Beer Advocate, it had 3.53, but there's only 1 rating, so can't really trust that, right? It says on the side of the can here, for Gezellig times. I did a Google Translate. It said for cozy times. Not sure if that's really what they meant. How Google Translate is, I guess. So, look, kind of, a light yellowish type color. Ton of carbonation in there. Bubbles are going nuts, if you can see that. Head, pretty decent head. I'm surprised. It's at least 2 fingers here. I'd expected it to be much less, given it was, at least a third seltzer. But that actually doesn't look too bad. The head looks kind of nice, quite frothy. Let's give it a whiff. Watermelon. Smell the watermelon. It's not super strong, though. It's kind of like a light watermelon smell, so I can live with that. Not as offensive as I would have expected it to be. I guess here it is, the $1 million question. Let's go in and have a sip and see whether we'd have another one. Definitely light, although you can taste beer, right? I mean, this isn't just a seltzer. You can tell that it's a beer, but it is on the lighter side. It's definitely sweet. You pick up the sweetness. You pick up the watermelon. Again, it's not an over-the-top watermelon taste, though. Kind of feared it would be that really artificial, tons of it, and it would put me off immediately. But this one's a little different. Now, I will say this, like I said, I'm not a huge watermelon fan, so the taste of the watermelon is off-putting for me. Although I would say 100 times better than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be watermelon soda, essentially. And it's really not. You can pick up the malt, you can pick up the beer aspects of this drink. So it's not just seltzer. Now, that being said, I really don't think that I would have another one, simply because I don't really care for that watermelon taste. And it does come through. It's fairly pronounced. You can tell that it's watermelon. It's not just kind of generic fruit or something. It's a watermelon taste. Now, again, it's not fake or artificial. It's a pretty natural watermelon taste, just not for me. I don't really care for watermelon. So for that reason, the watermelon spritz would get a thumbs down from me. I wouldn't drink another one, although I'm sure a lot of people out there will probably like it. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, if you have any comments or questions, jump in down below. If you've tried this watermelon spritz, let me know what you think of it. Like I said, I'm sure a lot of people will dig this. I mean, seltzers are very popular, and watermelon will be kind of a nice summer flavor or type of beverage. It's just not for me. Hey, until next time, stay safe. Cheers.